On to some good news here on 5 Live. A potential game changer in fight against heart diseases may finally be within reach. If you or any of your family members are dealing with high levels of cholesterol, this story just might change your life. A new pill from Merck could push cholesterol down to levels doctors say they rarely ever see in adults. And it does it without injections, without biologics, and without the hassles that have held back the PCSK9 drugs for years. Let's break it down why it matters. Firstly, Merck, the company that gave the world statins, remember? Half of our population is on statins because half of our population has high cholesterol. Well, nearly 4 decades ago, this company came out with statins, and now it is back with the new oral blocker called Enlycetide. And the early data, it's turning serious heads. In a global phase 3 level trials published in the Journal of American Medical Association, one of the most prestigious in the world, this pill cut down the LDL levels, the bad cholesterol levels, by 58% in adults with familiar high cholesterol or generic or even genetic condition that puts people on a colossal course with early heart diseases. It was an over 300 patient study across 59 sites in 17 countries, all with dangerously high inherited cholesterol, but no prior heart attack or strokes. And yet, the kind of cholesterol drops they saw are usually possible only with injectables. That's why the cardiologists are calling this a potential breakthrough. A daily pill, no injection, no refrigeration, no hospital visits every few weeks. Just a tablet doing what was once thought scientifically impossible. But let's tell you why India should care about this, why you and I need to care. Because India is in the middle of a cholesterol crisis. The numbers are staggering. A 2023 study by ICMR and the Madras Diabetes Research Foundation found that 81% of Indians have abnormal lipids. 185 million have elevated LDL or the bad cholesterol. And with heart diseases still the country's biggest killer, doctors now recommend that high-risk people, that means diabetes, hypertension, smokers, keep LDL below 70 milligrams daily. But that's the catch, right? Even with statins, 1 in 5 Indians don't reach the target. And many can't even tolerate statins to begin with at all. There is muscle pain, there is weakness, there is fatigue. But this new generation of medication can help. In India, they're expensive and not covered in insurance and barely used. But the pill in its form, remember, could change that overnight. Now, how does the pill really work? It is a protein in the liver that slows down the body's ability to clear bad cholesterol, block it, and LDL levels crash. But for years, scientists said you cannot block this bad cholesterol or the PCSK9 with a pill. You need a bigger molecule, almost like an antibody. Pills are too small, so you have to largely inject. These injections are expensive. So Merck spent a decade designing something radically new. A ring-shaped peptide, bigger than a classic pill, but smaller than an injectable biologic. Strong enough to shut down this PCSK9 down, but stable enough to survive the gut and your bloodstream as well. A hybrid molecule, a new class of medicine, and now a real contender. But the question still remains. This trial is measured cholesterol reduction, not whether the drug really prevents heart attacks, strokes, or premature deaths. It's not for that. Those outcome trials are ongoing, and long-term safety for a pill may take up to 20 to 30 years. That will be crucial. If anything goes right, then Merck plans to file for approval in early 2026 and hopes to launch the drug by 2027. Cardiologists are calling this pill the future because it is safe, it is affordable, it is needle-free, and it will also not just lower your cholesterol levels, but it will keep it there as well. It could rewrite the global playbook on preventing heart attacks and strokes, especially in countries like India, where cholesterol burden is exploding. So that's the good news that you take home today from the show.